Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back to Billville. My name's Bill. I'm going to be reacting today to another public domain film short called As Boys Grow from 1957, I believe. And the only thing I know about this, just from the picture of the thumbnail, is that it looks like some sort of a gym teacher type guy, and I think he's going to be like a health class sort of talk. So it looks like it's going to be very interesting and a nice little slice of life time capsule of things, how they approached that subject back then. So anyway, if you like this, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification to be notified about any future videos that I do. Anyway, without further ado, here we go with As Boys Grow. Thank you very much for watching.
Hey, not bad. You kids really poured it on. Hi, I'm Gene Douglas, and that's part of my freshman track team. The boys are really working very hard. Here, let's take a look. How'd you do it?
I was taking a jump and I landed sideways in.
Yeah, I can see. Well, I'll put an elastic bandage around it. I'll take a look at it and see how it is tomorrow. Okay?
Why does this always have to happen to me? Some guys never get hurt.
Oh, you're just having a little bad luck.
Yeah, but why me? Look at Mike. He never gets hurt.
Well, he's built a little different from you, Pete. He's developed earlier.
Yeah, but why? He's not any older than I am.
It's not just how old you are. Kids develop at different times.
Hey, Coach, is Mickey Mouse here gonna live?
Mickey Mouse, listen, you big
All right. Take it easy. You better get your clothes on. Okay.
Things you never want a gym teacher to say to you.
That's Mike. He's sure filling out. And it won't be long before Pete starts putting on some weight, too. In fact, all these kids are starting to develop now. They're all around 14, 15 years old. And there'll be a lot of changes taking place.
Say, do your homework? What homework? You know, your math. Oh, that? Sure.
Does he have shaving cream on his face?
Oh, great. That's
He
the one I
does.
was wondering
Oh,
about.
it's a
Say,
cut.
what happened to your face? Oh, this? Cut myself shaving. Yeah?
I don't believe that. Doesn't look like he could grow a mustache if he tried.
Maybe I'll start shaving soon. Come on, we better get a move on or we'll be late for class.
Yes, shaving is part of it. And there were still other changes. Some of these things most kids knew about, while others didn't.
Hey, you know something?
No, what?
I had a wet dream last night.
What dream? What's that?
Oh, you know, some sperm comes out of your penis.
Sperm?
Yeah, sort of a sticky stuff. Guy's part of a baby. Didn't your brother ever tell you about that?
Okay.
No. He never says much about anything.
Never had convos like that with my friends growing up.
It was something new to Bill, this business of nocturnal emissions.
Oh God, his name's
Just
Bill.
as a lot of other things were new. Growing up is a time of change. Everything seems to happen at once.
True story, I don't remember my dreams.
Well, you get those in your
So I think everybody has those, but
Taking the afternoon off?
even if I did,
Coach,
I couldn't enjoy it because I couldn't remember it anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
well, today in biology class, Mr. Davis said we're all different because of our parents.
That's right. I meant the way your body develops at puberty.
Puberty? What's that?
Well, that'd take a little explaining. Maybe later, huh?
Yeah, but when?
Well, how about after practice this afternoon?
Sure, great.
Kind of reminds me of Chef on South Park.
Come on, let's get out there. Come on, fellas.
When the kids come to him with like these messed
Well,
up
that
questions.
afternoon in the locker room, I started answering some of the boys' questions.
Where are their parents in all this? Isn't that their job to tell
Oh,
them?
just talking. Sit down if you want to. Let's see, where was I? Oh, yes. Well, each of us is different from the day we're born. No two people are exactly alike.
I've been told I'm different
Some
before.
of those differences are inherited from our parents.
See? I said so.
Then at puberty, certain glands begin to work, and our bodies begin to change.
But where are these glands?
Yeah. And what's puberty?
Puberty? Well, puberty's a lot of things. Mainly, though, it's a time of change.
I wonder if any of these guys that went on to have children, or they were too traumatized for
You mean
life.
like having to shave? Say, when's the guy start shaving anyway?
Oh, there isn't any special age. You're all going to start at different times. That's because everybody matures according to his own body's rules. In general, everybody grows broader in the shoulders, the ribs, and the pelvis. Your arm and leg bones grow longer, and so does your back, from the neck to the buttocks.
Buttocks.
But everybody doesn't develop at the same time, or in the same way. Jim, for instance, is bigger all over than you, Pete. But that just means he started filling out
I
earlier.
think that has to do more with food than puberty, to be honest.
George now is growing tall instead of filling out. Mike is more like Jim. Ben will be tall, probably, and big all over. Well, everybody is just naturally a little different.
Yeah. But where do these glands come in?
Well, it's the sex glands, or testes, that actually get these changes going. Here.
I don't want a coach talking to me about testes.
Here's the penis. And the scrotum that holds the testicles or testes inside. Now, when you're around 14, maybe sooner...
So
maybe
he just
later,
happened to have this drawing
testes
laying around in
start
case
making
this
a
question
chemical
came up someday?
called a hormone.
Okay.
It's this hormone that causes the changes. It enlarges the penis itself and starts hair growing here and under your arms and on your face. It even affects your voice, makes it deeper. It also makes you grow thicker or taller or both.
That hormone. Is that what you call sperm?
No, sperm is something else. Sperm is made in the testes, too. Do you all know what sperm is?
Yeah. It's the guy's part of a baby, isn't it?
That's right.
But how does it get out from the testicles?
Through tubes here. There's one for
I
each
have to say this is
testicle.
more thorough than the
Goes
health
up,
class I had.
Down again, through a storage place, and out into the penis.
I was expecting storks and stuff
Once
back then,
things are erect,
considering it was the
get
50s.
hard, the sperm can come out in what's called an ejaculation.
Nice handwriting on the word ejaculation.
Not every time, though.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, sometimes the penis gets hard without, well,
Oh, without an ejaculation of sperm?
Didn't they say this
Oh,
guy's
yes,
13 to
that's
14 years old?
You see, all an erection is...
I don't wanna know how he knows
is
this.
blood in the penis, which is made up mostly of spongia. Now, when something excites us sexually, this tissue fills up with blood, and the whole organ is extended or hard, erect.
sometimes that just happens by itself, doesn't it? You know, like in the morning.
Oh, yes, you
Oh,
don't have to
morning
think
wood.
about sex to have an erection. Pressure from a full bladder can cause it, or rhythmic movements of the body, horseback riding, say. Yes, George?
Just an erection? Well, does that mean you have too much sperm and you ought to get rid of it?
Get rid of it? No. But sometimes your body will do that by itself, at night. It's called a nocturnal emission, or wet dream. Then you can cause an ejaculation by yourself, too, by masturbating, rubbing the penis.
He said the thing.
Sometimes you hear that masturbation affects your mind or your manhood. It isn't true. For kids your age, it's just something normal.
Does that?
He's not gonna say it's evil
Well, I was
and...
told it has something to do with pimples and stuff.
Huh.
Is that right?
No. No, you see, when you reach puberty and all these changes start taking place, there are a lot of... He'll tell you what to do. It can be cleared up
No,
pretty
doctor,
well.
unlike me, the guy telling you about sex.
Hey, it's about time.
Hey, could we go on with this tomorrow?
Yeah, how about it?
Sure, okay. Come on down early, huh? Oh, yes. There were still plenty of questions. And as usual, Some guys thought they knew all the answers.
And so the dog pushes her into the water. Boy, did she get mad. Maybe she was having her period or something.
Oh, that doesn't make any difference. My sister goes swimming when she's having her period.
Period? What's that?
Why would his
Yeah,
sister
no,
talk to him
menstrual
about that?
period. Don't you know what that is?
No.
Say, somebody ought to give you guys the word.
Okay, wise guy, what is it?
Hey, what's going on here?
Well, these goofballs had never heard of a menstrual period. Now it's trying to tell them.
And he didn't know what he was talking about either.
Yeah.
Okay, simmer down. Have a seat.
He brings his board with him?
I brought some charts. Maybe this'll help.
So he knew they were going to ask this question, and he randomly had this. He just walks around to kids and just like, hey, check this out.
Pollywog.
Now, wait a minute. These are sperm cells. But let's start from the beginning. Menstruation is just one part of a whole series of things that take place in the female sex system. It's arranged something like this.
Huh.
The
I didn't think he'd
vagina
cover women,
that
too.
opens
Just
out between
guys.
the legs, the uterus, or womb, a pair of tubes, and 2 sex glands, or ovaries. Now, about once every month, these glands produce an egg cell, or ovum, which passes along one of these tubes to the uterus.
An egg? You mean like a chicken egg?
No, not exactly. It's very small. You'd need a microscope to get a really good look at it. It's like a chicken egg in one way, though. If it's fertilized by a male sperm cell, it'll grow into a baby. Here in the uterus, then the lining and some blood pass out through the vagina. And this is called menstruation.
Menstruation?
When does a girl start having these periods?
When she reaches puberty, around 13.
That means she can have a baby then?
Yes, that's right. Just like you can become fathers as soon as your testes start making sperm. Here. This is what happens when the egg is
I
fertilized.
wonder if he's the art teacher, too.
The sperm meets the egg in this tube. Then the fertilized egg becomes attached to the uterus wall. And the cells multiply and grow into a baby.
Yeah, but how does it get there? You know, not just the sperm and egg stuff. I mean, well, what really happens?
Ouch,
What
wow,
you
wow,
want to know
now.
about is sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
Well, that happens like this. Here. Here's a cross-section of the vagina. The erect penis enters here, and rhythmic movements, a pumping back and forth, causes an ejaculation from the penis. Some of the sperm swim up here, through the uterus, and on into the tube, where they may or may not meet an egg cell. If one does, then the egg is fertilized and settles down here in the uterus and grows into a baby. About 9 months later, the baby is born through the vagina. This is how we all came into the world.
Yeah, but babies and all that. That's not all you go out with girls for, is it?
No, you're right. Going out with girls is fun. When you get older, you probably want to get married and start a family.
Say, when should a guy start going around with girls?
Oh, there's no real answer to that. Whenever you feel like it, I guess. Maybe the first time you'll want to ask someone to a party or a dance. Maybe you'll need a partner.
He's not going to warn about
No
getting
special
someone
reason.
pregnant too young.
Just like there isn't any special reason for
Okay.
taking a girl out. Most guys just like female company. Well, that's it for today, fellas. Let's get out to practice, huh?
They're a horrible track team, but at least they know about this.
The fellas were pretty busy all spring, working out for the team and with their schoolwork. But they had time for other things, too.
Say, how would you and Barbara like to go swimming tomorrow?
We'd love to.
Jim and I thought we'd go over the lagoon.
Hey, that'd be swell. Hey, why don't we all bring something to eat?
This isn't going to turn into that kind of movie, is it?
Hey, great. How about a big old chocolate cake? Oh, I don't know. We can try.
Well, anyway, we'll start about 9, okay?
Wow.
Bye.
Or at least it'll float. Okay, so that was the 1957 short As a Boy Grows. Oh, right, well, that was interesting. I surprised that they didn't discuss condoms or birth control of any kind. And basically, the coach is just like, well, now you know about this. Go out there and smoke them if you got them. Basically, do whatever. It's all good. Nowhere in this did the parents come up at all. And yeah, just. But I have to say, it was more in depth than any health class I ever had years later, obviously, because I'm not that old. And, it was definitely, I was surprised to see this out of the 50s, to be honest, because I'm maybe stereotypical because I didn't live in the 50s, but I thought, they were more prudish back then, and that this sort of thing would not have flown, especially in schools, but maybe I was wrong, it looks like. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and you have yourself a wonderful rest of your day.